Essex, and welcome back to SportsKnight Radio. I'm your host, Paul Gustafson, joined today, as always, by
Kurt Verstogie. We're doing good. I'm kind of nervous because March Madness is coming up, but that's for later, so we'll talk about that maybe next episode. But I'm also nervous because of NFL free agency, because Giants actually have some chips on the table that they need to re-sign and some things they can do, and I want them to do it, but I have zero faith that they will actually do it, which I feel like is fairly reasonable.
We are going to do a March Madness episode, correct?
We are going to do a March Madness episode.
Coming soon. Keep an eye out for that. Yes, NFL free agency. Has it opened yet? Is it?
No.
It's open, right?
Franchise tag window's open. The free agency window starts March 17th, which is
J.J. Watt signed.
Yeah, but J.J. Watt was released, so that's why he's already.
I saw Tyrell Williams signed too.
Yeah, those guys are all released.
Okay.
The franchise tag window ends on the 17th, and that's the same time the free agency window opens. So teams can start signing players then.
Where would you have predicted J.J. Watt to go?
Probably
not the Cardinals.
Not the Cardinals. I would have said the Packers. I think the Packers would have been my most reasonable.
I would have went homer on that.
Guess.
Went with the Steelers. I probably would have. Anyway, we're doing something similar to what we did with the NBA free agency. We have a slideshow put together with our picks, our free agency predictions of where we think guys are going to go. The top guys, we don't have every single free agent on here. That would take forever.
We've got 10 guys, or we've got 9 guys. Nine. All right.
9 big name players.
Big names. All right. I'm going to share my screen.
Decent names.
And you can kind of see.
Spoilers on the left. Oh, no.
Spoilers. Oh, we good. We're fine. We're cool. We're chilling.
All right.
Here we go. All right. First up is Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Do you want to start? I'll start on Dak. I think it's just a question of how long, how much money. He's going back to Dallas. I think they have something. They have something they like there. I think Dak Prescott's a great quarterback. And again, like I just said, I don't really need to talk about how much. It's just how long, how much money, and he should get a lot. Yeah,
I think he's going to get franchise tagged. I still think he's going to be on the Cowboys, and I think Jerry Jones. I mean, I heard that the franchise free agent talks are steadily progressing. Now, are they going to progress in time for for his window? I don't know. I think they'll just slap a franchise tag on Dak and then put it off till next year because they'll re-sign him next year. I don't know.
Yeah. Not much to talk about with Dak Prescott.
Not much to talk about. Yeah, Allen Robinson, receiver.
Big free agent class for wide receivers.
Paul, why do you think the Patriots?
This is a tough one to me. I think, well, the first thing that came to my mind was, I don't know, just seems like a Patriot to me. The Patriots need receivers. They got money. Allen Robinson's a great receiver. I think he would like to go play with Belichick. But then I thought more, and I was like, he's never played with a quarterback. He's played with Blake Bortles. He's played with Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles. Not good quarterback play. So I thought maybe he'll go to a team with a good quarterback. But then I was thinking, I was like, around the entire NFL, there's like no good quarterbacks. Like half the league is just like guys that aren't that great, that aren't like, oh, I want to go play with him. So I've decided Patriots. He's going to go there, maybe play with like Mac Jones. We don't know who their quarterback's going to be next year. I would have said Ravens, but a report just came out, said they're not going to try to pursue a real number one. So that's why I said the Patriots. But Jets, I could see the Jets as another contender going after Allen Robinson, but I'm going with New England.
So I actually would have put Ravens too if the report didn't come out. I think that would have been a perfect fit. But the reason I said the Colts is, one, the Colts have boatloads of cap space, which the Patriots also do. But the distinguishing factor to me is that you don't have uncertainty at the quarterback position. Now, I know Wentz isn't great, and he was pretty bad last year or this year, and his trend has always been to there. But I think Wentz works really well with Allen Robinson because Allen Robinson is an incredibly sure-handed guy. He didn't have a drop last year. And, I think he fits perfectly with Wentz, who likes to use big body receivers. So I like the fit there. I like the fact that there's somewhat quarterback certainty, and you've got a good offensive line. You've got good things to work with. So, yeah, that's why I think they go for Allen Robinson.
I like the fit, too. I got another guy going there in a little bit. Okay, Chris Godwin. We both have the Bucs. Super Bowl champion. They just won. He shouldn't want to leave a winning situation to go play with, I don't know, Daniel Jones. I wouldn't want to leave Tom Brady to go play with Daniel Jones. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. He should be able to get a good amount of money. play alongside Mike Evans. Again, perfect Tampa Super Bowl. Try to run it back. I don't see a reason for him to leave unless he gets a boatload of cash, which I wouldn't be surprised if a team just decides to throw something wild at him.
Yeah, so I am again saying that he's going to get franchise tagged because I don't think there are three big Bucks free agents. It's Levante David, Shaq Barrett, who we'll talk about later, and Chris
Antonio
Godwin.
Brown.
And Chris Godwin. Those are the three guys that are going to go for a lot and going to get multi-year contracts if they get signed by a team. And in my opinion, with the cap situation, especially with the cap decreasing, you're going to see a lot of shorter contracts. You're going to see a lot of players looking for winning teams. And although Chris Godwin has the opportunity to get boatloads of money in Jacksonville or New York, I think that I think it's pretty easily he's just going to look at the winning situation, go there, and then he can reevaluate that in like 2 years when the cap starts to come back up as fans start to come in the arena and the league makes more revenue, so they can increase the cap and then he can choose a team and get a lot of money then. Actually got Kenny Golladay.
Kenny G. Very good receiver. I have the Colts. Curran said Allen Robinson going to the Colts. I think it's a consensus. The Colts should be able to land a pretty good receiver, according to us at least. They just got Carson Wentz. He's a solid quarterback, better than whoever's playing quarterback for the Lions right now. Who's playing quarterback for the Lions right now?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. That's right. I forgot they got Jared Goff. He stinks. Sorry, Jared Goff. Carson Wentz. Oh, Carson Wentz stinks too. Anyway, he'll go over there. They have a good team, a lot of cap space. He's a very talented receiver, and I think it just makes a lot of sense. Same reasons whatever Curran gave for Allen Robinson. The Colts they make sense as a good team. They made the playoffs this year. Didn't do that well in the playoffs. But if Carson Wentz could turn his career around, it's going to be because of Kenny Golladay. So.
I have Kenny G. I don't know. I was going to do something stupid about that because Kenny G is he's a jazz musician too. So it's going to make some.
There's a jazz musician Kenny G.
There's a jazz musician called Kenny G. But
whoa, Kenny.
So what I was going to do was do something funny. But I think he's going to go to the Jaguars because one, the Jaguars have the most cap space. I think Kenny Golladay has actually played with good quarterbacks, so I think he's okay necessarily. I know he was in Detroit, and so he might want to win, and he might be sick of losing. But I think the opportunity to play with someone like Trevor Lawrence, who can help elevate Kenny Golladay, because Trevor Lawrence throws incredible deep and contested balls. So I think that fit is perfect there, and I like the fact that Kenny Golladay is going to get overpaid significantly by the Jaguars, and I think that he might be like, all right, maybe I just take my money and chill down in Florida. I don't know.
Solid call. I would prefer to play with Minshew if I was him.
All right, next is Shaq Barrett, Paul.
Big Shaq. Okay, I had the order messed up. I was ready for Juju, but yes, Shaq Barrett. Again, Super Bowl champion. He had a great game in the Super Bowl. That's a great defense. Him and Godwin should be going back, I think. No reason to not run it back. He's a fantastic player. If they decide to franchise tag him, or if they decide to franchise tag Godwin, whoever they decide to franchise tag, I think both of them should be returning, and Tampa Bay fans should be looking forward to another Super Bowl run.
I agree. Chris Godwin is incredible. I would love him on the Giants. I don't think the Giants will have enough money to bring him in. I think Shaq Barrett will get paid like a true edge rusher, because edge rushers we now get a boatload of money, so he might get something close to like $18 million over like 4 years or 3 years or something, which is absolutely incredible. But there's no reason, if you're the Bucs, that you should let a man who had 19 sacks last year and like tons of sacks this year hit free agency, hit the open market. So yeah, I think you got to re-sign him now.
Okay, my boy right here.
Got the Corvette boy. TikTok
right
boy.
here.
Yep.
Juju, Corvette boy. Don't call him that. He's a beast. You see him getting punched in the chest by Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I did. I saw
he was playing tug of war with a lion. It's a good receiver right there. And I think the Raiders, I didn't put the Ravens. I don't see him snaking that hard to go to the Ravens. I put the Raiders. he said he wants to finish his career in Pittsburgh, and I know the Steelers would like to have him back, but I just don't think the salary cap's going to allow it to happen. The Steelers are negative in the salary cap right now.
Yeah.
Big Ben just restructured his contract about like $5 million cheaper. It's not much. So I think the Raiders, they need a receiver. Right now, their top receivers are Nelson Aguilar, Henry Ruggs, and Hunter Renfrow. Ew, that is disgusting. Juju Smith-Schuster could slot right in there, play alongside Darren Waller. Maybe his play will up with Waller because obviously he's a better number 2 receiver, as we saw when he played with Antonio Brown. Maybe Waller could act as that number 1, and Juju could return to his old self. And they need to get Derek Carr some weapons. Raiders have some salary cap. Juju to the Raiders.
So I'm going Juju to the Ravens. Before Paul freaks
Snake.
out about me and talks about this, look, I get it. I understand that it's snaking. But what I will say about Juju is that the Ravens receivers coach is T. Martin. And T. Martin is the guy who was the receivers coach at USC, which is Juju's school. And T. Martin was the guy that produced Juju. He's the man that, like the Pittsburgh Steelers can thank for having Juju come out and actually ball for them a bit. So T. Martin is the receivers coach there. So he has the chance to be coached by his old coach, which I think he will jump at the opportunity to take. And I also think that the Ravens actually have cap. They need to provide Lamar with a number 1 weapon. Now, they said they're not going to go after the marquee guy. I think Juju's in that second tier, which is perfect, which fits along with the statement. They could get Juju, maybe another guy, or maybe go Juju and an interior offensive lineman. But I think Juju gets a better chance to win, and I think he plays with a better quarterback who can throw the ball better. So I think it's a pretty no-brainer.
No, that's all I can say. He's not going to the Ravens. He's not going to the Ravens.
Okay.
Justin Simmons, very good safety. You got him going back to the Broncos. I'll let you talk about that first.
So I have him going back to the Broncos because a report came out that said that he wants to resign. So that is obviously going in my favor. But also, when we look at Justin Simmons, we look at the fact that the Broncos have tons of cap space. They're number 5 in cap space right now. So that they have the money to pay him. They clearly want to pay him because Justin Simmons is quickly one of the best safeties in the league at his young age. And Simmons wants to return. I feel like it's a no-brainer for him to resign for a pretty long deal to stay there for basically his prime.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the same story as you. And this is the exact headline. It says, "It seems like Denver wants me back and I want to stay." That's Hall of Fame cap right there. I've heard statements exactly like that from many other players in many other sports, many other teams. And they just say that to Cap. They say, "Oh, talk Kyrie Irving, like opening day with the Celtics, some fan thing, whatever. He's like, 'Oh, I'm coming back next year.' And then he goes to the Nets." It's that those statements mean absolutely nothing. The Browns are always looking to acquire talent, especially on Justin Simmons' level. I think the Browns are a better team than the Broncos. He'll be able to have more success there. And they do need some help at safety. He's probably a better safety than Anderson Dejo. So I'm rocking with Justin Simmons to the Browns. I don't want him to go there because I'm a Steelers fan, but I think that headline's Hall of Fame cap. I think Justin Simmons to the Browns would be a great fit.
Hall of Fame cap indeed.
It is.
All right, now we got Leonard, big Cat Williams, and I think he's going to re-sign with the Giants. In my opinion, I think the Giants can offer him.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. What'd you call him? Big Cap?
That Big Cat. That's one of his nicknames.
Is it Big Cat?
Big Cat.
That's lame.
All right.
That should be Gardner Minshew's nickname.
So Leonard Williams, I think the Giants can offer him his market value, which is fine. Plus, I think part of the reason Leonard Williams was so great last year was because of the defensive scheme he was playing in. Patrick Graham was an incredible defensive coordinator, and he was able to put Leonard Williams in a position to, 1, create a lot of pressure, and 2, clean up a lot of sacks. He had 11 last year, which is incredible. So I think that he's going to re-sign and stay in his defensive structure. I think the Giants have the opportunity to give him a lot of money, and the Giants should give him enough. They should just give him his market value. I think it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I agree. He's going to go back to the Giants. I know Giants fans out there are expecting some big moves. They're expecting Shaq Barrett. They're expecting Chris Godwin. They're expecting Kenny Galladay. Don't get your hopes up. This is the Giants here we're talking about. I'm looking at Curran right there and some of my other friends who are Giants fans. They're not getting anything exciting. They're going to get Leonard Williams back. He's a good player. They had a good defense last year, and I don't think they want to mess that up. If they could try to add some more pieces besides him, go right ahead. But I think Leonard Williams is going to be the best they're going to get this offseason. I don't think they're getting much better than him.
All I'll say is the Giants aren't the Knicks, and they don't have a James Dolan bad figure that would lure any potential free agent away.
What about Dave Gettleman?
Dave Gettleman's fine.
He's good.
He's not great, but you got Joe Judge, especially on the defensive side of the ball. If you're a defensive free agent, especially an edge rusher, I don't know why you wouldn't want to come to the Giants. But
because they're not going to win.
So next one we got is Trent Williams. He's the left tackle on the San Francisco 49ers. I think Paul thinks he's going to resign. They traded for him. They traded a 5th and a 3rd round pick. So one, there's sort of an obligation for them to have Trent Williams back. Plus, Trent Williams was really good this year. His first 5 weeks, he was really rusty, but in the 11 weeks after, he didn't give up a sack. He only gave up 11 pressures, which is basically pretty elite. So, I think that's a perfect fit. I think the Niners have $16 million in cap space, which is probably enough. Maybe they got to cut. Maybe they got to let some more players go to get under that. But I think they'll be able to. And, I think they got Trent Williams back.
Yeah, Trent Williams, veteran tackle, great player, longtime Redskin. Football team.
No, he was a Redskin. He was a Redskin.
Well, during that time he was, but Washington football team. They're announcing their name next year, right? They said they're going another year with Washington football team.
They are.
That's fun.
They've got a few names that they're kicking around or something.
I like that. I like that. Another year of the football team. Anyway, Trent Williams is a very good lineman. And especially with a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, they could look to get someone else, but even if they have Garoppolo, whoever they have, they're going to need to protect them because this is a very injury-riddled team last year who was just in the Super Bowl. This team was just in the Super Bowl, and they fell off so hard. People kind of forget that. If they want to go back, Trent Williams is going to be an important piece to protect whoever's running around in that backfield. So, yeah, I think they're going to re-sign him.
Yeah, he will. So that is, those are all the free agents we have. Paul, any sort of, because we never did a sort of wind down of the NFL season because we kind of just did the Super Bowl special and then, left everyone on a cliffhanger. Anything you got to say to just wrap up?
Just to wrap up, I don't know. I guess it was a cool season. I think next year should be a little bit more electric if we get a little bit more fans in the arena and we get a better season from the Steelers. Although it was through 11 games, it was an amazing season for the Steelers. But it fell off from there. Next year, right now, I'm looking right into the camera right now, so you guys remember this. Chiefs Cardinals. I said it. I posted it on my TikTok the day after the Super Bowl. Chiefs Cardinals. Now they added J.J. Watt. I think the Cardinals are looking kind of nice next year, and the Chiefs are going to rebound. But, yeah, I guess it was a very good season. We saw electric things from Josh Allen, like I called in week 1. What else? What else went down? A lot of stuff went down. A lot of injuries. So a lot of good players going to be coming back next year, ready to go again. So
I can look at the camera again and say Saquon's going to be comeback player of the year. He's going to be, I'm expecting some incredible things out of Saquon.
Who else is up? I'm going Dak.
Dak is an obvious answer, but I feel like if Saquon has an elite year off of an ACL tear, I feel like that's better than an elite year off of a broken ankle.
I'm not comparing injuries here.
But I feel like that's part of
they're both serious injuries.
They're both serious injuries. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Any other free agents, by the way? Any other free agents that you want to throw?
There are a lot of good free agents.
AB.
I mean, you've got Will Fuller, who I think is actually a really good idea. Will Fuller to the Packers makes sense. I think that Will Fuller, Corey Davis, they're both free agents. I feel like those are the guy. Two of those, either one of them.
Jets. Corey Davis, Jets.
I think one of them will probably go to the Giants because the Giants will overpay him. They'll
Marvin Jones to the Giants. That's what my sources are telling me.
I'll do some stupid thing I'm already ready.
I have sources. You can ask. I said Stafford to the Rams before the Super Bowl. Said it. Happened. I said Wentz to the Colts. Happened. I got my sources. My sources are telling me Marvin Jones is signing with the Giants, so I hope you guys like Marvin Jones.
What I want the Giants to do is I want the Giants to get. I'll talk about this later if we do a mock draft, but I want the Giants to get Hassan Reddick, who is the edge rusher of the Cardinals, because he's going to be cheaper than Shaq Barrett, and we got to resign some players. And then I want to draft Jalen Waddle out of Bama. He's so good. If Jalen Waddle's not a possibility, I low key want Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. He's also incredible. I think he's probably I think he's the best, if not second best receiver in the draft class. But that's my hot take for the day. That's my hot take for the day.
Who did you say is the second best receiver?
Rashad Bateman.
Slow down, buddy.
Rashad Bateman. Paul, he's got no weaknesses if you watch him.
So who's number one?
Probably Jamar Chase.
Okay. So what happened to Mr. Smith?
Smith is number 4 to me.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were gonna snub Jamar Chase. That's why I was a little triggered at first, but at least you gave him the number 1.
No, I think Devonta Smith is number.
For the Steelers, I would like Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yes, I would love Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson on the New York Giants, but that's never going to happen because they've committed to Daniel Jones for some stupid reason. I don't know. I don't get it. Stupid. But that's it. Paul, you need anything to say?
Heat turned the season around, by the way.
Lightning in a bottle. All right, here we go. So as always, like, subscribe, comment, check out the Wessex Wire on YouTube, check out the Instagram, check out the WessexWire.com for more sports coverage, and as always, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell them we said hello. That's it.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget, the Mets are currently winning 7-4, beating the Nationals.
The Yankees
spring training action.
The Yankees lost 15-0 today against the Phillies.
Batted. Yeah, Mets were down. I think they lost 14-6 yesterday. Tough stuff coming out of New York, but one of them's gonna win the World Series, and they're from Queens.
Nope, they're from the Bronx. All right, see ya.